Hey guys, how's it going? Still July 18th. Um, Figured it's a good spot to start in the front. About to harvest this in a day or two. Pretty sure this thing is pretty close to. And I figured out why these point down and have like weird shaped edges that are hard to grab onto. Um, birds are what have been eating my sunflowers. See how these ones ain't as big as that one? They're able to sit on this edge and then pick at the top. I was like, why are all the like tops of my sunflowers um like the other sunflowers are smaller? This is my big sunflower. But yeah, this is just out in the front. Um get ready to bloom. These are the last things that I planted, these zinnias. And I moved these yesterday because they were in the way. They were blocking my view. We walk over here, and then I really like how these mix together. The purple and the yellow and the red. Right here. I don't know if this phone is picking up the purple. It don't look like it was seeing the purple. It might look like it was like black or something, but they're like really pretty butterfly. They're called black knight butterfly bush. And then the yellow coneflowers. So one of my up on the hill got we had a storm. Actually, I think I can. So we had a storm, and I don't know. So if you see where the gladiolus is, the bright red one, right on the other side of it, past the habibi, is where that original coneflower was that I was just showing you. From up in the tree, we had a windstorm, and a branch fell right in the middle of it, and, like smashed it in half. So I just took a shovel. I took a shovel and just cut the rest of it in half. And I planted because I would like to have, I would like, actually, I've been thinking about making this just all coneflowers. And I'm not moving this, the butterfly bush, but having this just coneflowers, different, all different coneflowers mixed with that one. And I can move the canna, even though I like the cannas here. See, I think the canna, that bright red canna, goes really well with the yellow, uh, yellow orange and yellow orangish, the purple and the red. But yeah, these smaller ones, I've been having a problem with the tops of them getting eaten off. Have you seen this one? Just the top is like eaten away. But I seen the birds. I seen what it was, and it's actually one of my favorite birds. It's golden finches. The goldfinches land up here and then eat at these, and then yeah, you can see all the seeds that fall, the sunflower seeds that fall down. Because these are pumpkins, so they're huge. Leaves. They collect all the seeds. But yeah, so our tomatoes are pretty close to getting being ready, and there's a bunch of them. There's probably like 40 of them. And yeah, we got little corns. Look at that. Got little corn. Then there's other ones forming here and here, and these ones are these are the ones that I planted like a month after these ones, but they kind of caught up. I mean, they're like up to my chin. they're so tall. I cut out little peas. I have zucchinis that were growing right behind them. So, and they have little zucchini things. Let me find you one. Oh, here's one. Little zucchini things. I don't know. Oh yeah, there's a little one in there. Come on, focus. I guess it still has the flower on the end. I heard those flowers are supposed to be really delicious. And I still have green beans in there. Um, And the video that I just did with the turtle inside, you see like I'm starting to grow lettuce and spinach and the cooler climate stuff. I will be growing. Once I can harvest these broccoli seeds, I'll be growing those inside too. Yeah, sweet potatoes come along. Oh yeah, and I seen the first flower on the that's peanut. There's some peanuts in here. When they were first coming up, somehow like there's a locust tree up there. Somehow the locust tree's seeds got in here, and they look very similar when they're first growing to the peas, but the peas only have they have way less leaves. And the raspberry that someone gave me, it flowered. It's been flowering like nuts, and yeah, you can see like they don't have no color yet. But I have to since it's since it's the birds that have been eating those, you guarantee they're gonna eat these. So I'm gonna have to like cover the top of this with the chicken wire and around it even further out with the chicken wire if I want any raspberries, or the birds are gonna get them before I do, because I'll eat them before they're perfectly ripe. And I want them to be perfectly ripe. And the glads are looking amazing. I never grew gladiolus before. I've never grown a lot of these, but like I've never really even seen many gladiolus, and wow, the other one's blooming. It is eye-catching, I'll tell you that much. Let me back up a little bit and show you like what the yard looks like. It's full of flowers. I've done last year I had not a single flower growing in my yard. I kind of went overboard. I went from no flowers to like just flowers everywhere. These hyssop are awesome. Agastache. I love bees. I really do. I should take a slow-mo of the. Well, I took some. I don't know if you guys checked out my slow-mo videos of the bees. I think I did a pretty good job. I want to get slow-mos of butterflies and hummingbirds next. They take a little more patience. The bees ain't afraid of me. I can just go right up to them and take a video of them. But the butterflies and hummingbirds, especially the hummingbirds, are. Oh, look at there. Here's a little butterfly. Yeah, look at these gladioluses. They're huge and beautiful. They're so bright red and amazing. That is how big they are compared to. I mean, they just stand out. They stand out. They're badass. That blanket flower, it's just nuts. Yeah, I'll show you when I get down there too. I took a little clipping of the blanket flower. It already has flowers on it too. Not a clipping. It was like before it even had flowers. Like they grow out from the sides. I'll show you. They actually have another blanket flower that's better at showing you this, but they grow out from the sides. This is the sunflower, or why do I keep calling them sunflowers? Coneflower that got bashed in half. It actually was right there. I moved it over to here because I had to cut it in half, and it was like there was a branch down the middle of it, and it was basically separated it into two halves. And I cut off all the flowers on the one that I moved down over by Little House. I cut off a lot of the flowers on this one just so it can focus on, reestablishing itself. But yeah, one of these branches flew out of here and just landed right in the middle of it. So, but yeah, I have three, the hyssop also. Here's another Pistachi. And the wildflower garden is gorgeous too. These mango pokers. Some people have the red hot pokers. These are mango pokers, they're called. These are what I'll get the butterfly, or not butterfly, hummingbird probably videos of on this plant. This is a tick seed, Coreopsis. My salvias. I like salvia. These are the two plants that I took the slow-mo bee pictures of or videos of. This one, oh yeah, you can see like down here, when it's opening, they're a lot lighter in color. And whenever they're mature, they turn like a deep red. They're artesian ombre, it's called. And that one over there is an artesian orange. And this is an artesian ombre. But yeah, when they're mature, they're like really, really red. And then as they start dying away, they like get a magenta. But when they first come up, they almost like see like the new ones are like orangish. And you see the yellow on the Coreopsis. There's a thread leaf. So yeah, this is where I took that that blanket flower that I said that's blooming already. I took it from this. If you see on the sides, it grows these little. This is how it spreads. But it had a bunch of these around the edges, and I took one of these. Took one of those, and just put it in soil, and it worked. This gladiolus, it gets the least amount of sun, and I only got 3 in a pack, like that. And I never grew them before. If I would have known how pretty they were, I would have bought more gladiolus.
Really looks nice.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I really like the flowers now. They're my thing.
Really looks nice here.
Thank you. Have a good one. But yeah, I would have planted more of those if I knew. Last year I had no flowers, and this year it's like filled with flowers. So a lot of people driving by give me compliments on it looking nice. They're probably just happy it don't look like shit no more. This it was pink this morning. It really did turn red. This is the biggest poppy that I've had open up yet. I really like these red Coreopsis too. There's more of them spread out through here. Things keep opening more and more every day. None of these cosmos, barely any of these cosmos have even bloomed. So we got the pink and the purple morning glories are blooming on here, but none of the blue ones have bloomed yet, but they're getting close. They're getting ready. These you can see the different colors of the if you follow them up. I followed them up, and different color ones lead to different like either the pink, the purple, or the blue. And the blue are all getting ready too. And this red Mandevilla is about to bloom, and it'll look nice with the white. I've been waiting. I hope I tried keeping it alive all winter, and I don't think I did the best job. I didn't have strong enough lights. I do know, but I didn't. This is really pretty flower. This is actually all part of what was my mom's basket. But yeah, wow. Those prairie Coreopsis really go nuts. Oh, and I cut that rose over there. That's a rose. It had its first flower. I'll show you it inside. I cut it and put it in a wine bottle. Thought it looked cool. And also it says like if you cut like that first one, it's like it's going to help the plant overall. Instead of putting energy into that one flower, it'll still keep putting it into the rest of the plant, and it'll still bloom, keep blooming inside your flower, you know, like whatever you put it in, vase or whatever. I trimmed the willow way down, and I moved those two zinnia out of there. They were overtaken. You couldn't even see this. Like, I didn't think they were going to be that big that quick, but you couldn't even see like the pond or nothing, or not the pond, but like the little creek part area up here, and it was just it overtook it. These irises are almost as tall as me now. Maybe you're crazy. Well, there was only one bulb. There's definitely two bulbs now, because there's one facing this way and one facing that way, and then oh, look at this. No glare. Barely any glare. Maybe I'll have to take pond videos from this angle. Oh my god, the gnats are killing me. I'll find them ears. But yeah, this is the phlox that I've been talking about. That it was one single thing last year. I even took one in, and actually I took one of these little. It was the smallest one of these bigger ones. It was actually this. I cut it off right here, so it had a longer stem. But man, it's like by itself, like that bouquet that I if you check out like my first bouquet that I made, it's bigger and better than the whole bouquet I made just by itself. It's badass. And it smells amazing. Like, that's why I wanted to take it inside, like take a piece of it inside, because it smells so good. And this Cosmo that opened up yesterday is really pretty. But yeah, I only moved these up to here, but at first I didn't plant them yesterday, or 2 days ago. And the first day I moved them here, we had a storm, and it knocked these over. They were upside down and all messed up. I cut off most of the flowers on it, and you can see it was looking like it was going to die. So I was like, I just planted them. So it might take a couple weeks for it to get, like going again with flowers fully. The yellow one, or the peach one, or whatever, the salmon one, it wasn't upside down. You can see the leaves still are nice on this, but yeah, look at this. You don't want these droopy leaves like this. You want them nice and green and firm and sticking out. But I'll nurse it back. But they were just overtaken. You couldn't see the waterfall. Like, it was, I have flowers everywhere. That's, I want to see the water. I want to see the water here. I can see flowers everywhere. I mean, literally, like, you got flowers everywhere. But yep. So there's my full yard tour. Got to keep it less than 20 minutes, or YouTube will hammer people with ads like me if I try to watch this after it gets 100 views. But all right, guys, have a good one. Hey guys, real quick video. I almost forgot to show you guys what the rose looks like in the wine bottle, and what that phlox looks like compared to that whole bouquet I made. But yeah, and here's that rose. This rose is huge. Look at this. Look at the stem on it, though. It's dangerous. Some of these are huge. You don't want to get poked by that. I mean, that would go through your whole finger. But pretty rose, huge too. Look how big this is. Man, bigger than my hand. Let me see if I can. It's hard because it's pokey. There we go. They're so big. I mean, you know, this is a 1 gallon wine bottle. Like, these don't even want to go in. They barely fit. There we go. Barely fit. You don't want to get poked by that. There we go. But yeah, that one rose is bigger than that phlox bloom. I'm going to be selling flower bouquets later on. I want to get more roses, and I'm working on making unique bouquets. Not everybody has, but sell them for a lot cheaper than everybody else. All right, guys. I just realized I forgot to show you guys the. I was like, I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, another thing. Let me pause. Unpause. Look at how big that phlox bloom is. But what I want to show you is, I forgot at the end of my video that I took last time, or like a couple minutes ago. I just started watching it. I just realized this is that little blanket flower clipping that I took. And this is a geranium clipping, like this geranium here. Which I'm actually also working on layering. These are all layered. They're underground. Because this thing grew like out of a basket and was like hanging down. Like how, see how like this arm branch, whatever it is. I was like, yeah, I'm going to put that underground and layer it. The Habiste is going to be blooming real soon too. It got a full set of flowers coming. But yeah, I forgot to show you guys what the hillside looks like now. There's under all the zinnia are. What the hillside looks like, and where I showed you how I said that little blanket flower, they just grow out the side. This has been going for 2 months about, and it just got one flower. These are the ones though that they get all around the edges are like individual flowers, because I have 2 different blanket flowers. This blanket flower doesn't get that. Oh, hey, but honeybee. This just has regular petals on the side. They don't get like that little individual, like each of these are, like on the other one, are individual flowers themselves. That's not, I took that clipping from the one over there. Let's see, you can see like how on the edges it has individual flowers, not just like petals or whatever. Each of them all around the edges are like individual like kind of flowers in the middle. But yeah, I'm surprised that it the flower is bigger than the whole rest of the plant. And every time I take a video, I lose these. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that real quick at the. I forgot to show you guys what this looked like from down where I'm at, down on the hill. Oh yeah, the snapdragons. These are cool. And it's cool, like the reason why they call them snapdragons. I don't know if you guys ever, and these go together. I don't know if you guys ever seen like why they call snapdragons, but these really go together. These are the forget-me-nots. And these come in a lot of colors, and I planted tons of them. For some reason, so far this is the only snapdragon that came up, but look, this is pretty cool. When you open up the middle, you know what? Hold on, let me get a stick. Let me find a stick. Break yourself. Okay, this is cool. Check this out. So, when bees land on this, it actually opens up a whole other. Nah, screw that thing. I can do it with my finger. Look, it opens up a whole nother. Like when a bee lands on it, it pulls this down, and opens this up into a whole nother flower, like a whole opening. Come on. There we go. There we go. A whole opening. And it kind of looks like a giant, and then it snaps shut. Like, I can't show you guys good. Maybe, well, this one might work. This is smaller than the other one. So this pulls down and opens up the inside of it, but then it's not shut. But anyway, this is what the rest of the hillside here that I'm working on. Eventually, I'm not going to have to cut much grass. I'm just standing in the middle, panning. Alright guys, have a good one. I forgot to show you guys this when I was telling you about it on the hill. The clippings that I got. Alright, have a good one. Actually, real quick, I got other clippings. I got some hydrangea. It was hanging out on the street, and they were definitely gonna like cut it, get rid of it. And I was walking by, and it was like smacking everybody in the face. I was like, they're about to cut this. I was like, so I took a little piece of it. There's a blue hydrangea too, but hydrangea can be any color. It don't matter. Like that's their soil pH or whatever. Makes them blue. Hydrangea is like, I think one of those. I've never grown any, but one of those, like, you could tell the pH of a soil by the color of those. Anyway, have a good one.